All right. Well, good morning. This is Rio with Unity Gaming Group, and today we're going to be looking at Arma Reforger. Now, quick story behind it. I picked this up and I was like, well, because I kept seeing videos on it, right? And I was like, well, it looks good. So I decided I was going to go ahead and pick this up along with a couple of custom ships in Elite Dangerous. And so I picked it up and I started playing with it last night just a little bit, loaded it and listened to the menu and the music and all that. And then I went into the tutorial series, but we're going to go back into that today just so you can kind of get a bird's eye view of it. But some of the things I noted right away is that while the graphics are pretty good, I wouldn't say they're like most modern cutting edge graphics, but they're pretty good. And I really am just super impressed. I served in the military, and certain sounds kind of just immediately snap me into this mode. And the M249, the 50 cal, the M16, firing those at the firing range it's just incredible. And I love the fact that they use tracers like they do when you do live fire with like the 249 and stuff. Squad automatic weapons, M60. So it was just really cool and really kind of down to earth. So I'm going to start with that. You'll have to forgive my Steam list. It's usually a lot bigger than this, but this is what's installed right now. I have a lot of games, obviously. But if we look at, I think it's played. Yeah, I've got a lot of games. So I just, I like to keep this all minimized and only keep when I'm actively playing. So you'll notice that of my choices, American Truck Simulator, of course, Elite Dangerous, of course, Arma Reforger, Conan Exiles, Cyberpunk 2077, Dragon Age. I did have Baldur's Gate 3 installed, but I've been through it twice now, and I just don't know if I have the willpower to go through it again, because it's really not any new content. It's the same stuff, just different decisions. And Shrouded, we play actively. We actually have a server that we open up to our community, not to the public, but to our community. Madden NFL, I just haven't been able to bring myself to buy another rendition of it. I wasn't real happy with 22, so I'm not sure if 24 is going to be any better. Pal World, of course. Police Simulator. I really like Police Simulator Patrol Officers. I really do. I think it's a great game. The only thing like I said, the biggest complaint I've ever had on this is that the multiplayer sucks. It's like co-op. You get two guys. You can have you and your buddy, and you can play together. But it's big enough now where it needs a multiplayer session, like a dedicated server, and it needs better handling that way. RuneScape Dragon Wilds, I have it, and I was planning on some servers to install into one of our boxes, behind me, and I haven't heard anything since. So I know 1.0 is supposed to probably have dedicated servers, but we'll see. Star Wars: The Old Republic. What can you say about this? I played it for years. I paid for it, subscriptions, the whole 9 yards, and then I tried going back to it and just playing the freebie, and the freebie sucks. And I'm just kind of like, well, I'm not sure I'm going to keep that. I'll probably get rid of it. It's fun. I like being a Jedi. I like running around killing stuff. I would have liked it better if it had been an updated version of Star Wars Galaxies. Then I probably would have been a bounty hunter and a pilot. But since, Star Wars Galaxies 2.0 never came out, kind of stuck with what we got here. But, and then, of course, World of Warcraft it's the regular installation, and you can just hook it to Steam so that you don't have to go back and forth. I like to load everything through Steam, so. But, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm playing. It gives me some diversity. I might put, I forget what it's called, Undisputed. It's a boxing game. I might put that back in there. It just depends. I'm not much of a controller fan, though, so it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get Arma Reforger popped back up here, and then we'll just kind of go through it a little bit. I might want to actually reset the tutorial if I can, so that you guys can see it from beginning to end, but we'll see. All right, hit enter. We're going to go to training. Training, take apart repeatable courses, learn basic skills for the range and different combat roles. Woo! So
Sergeant,
this
the
is going to be
wants you.
interesting.
Better grab
Oh,
your gear.
look, it
Meet him
starts
up
from the
front.
beginning. Good. All right, so we need the space bar to stand up. We'll come over here. We'll pick up our recon stuff, which is our binoculars, and a pair of gloves, apparently. And that's really all there is in here, I think.
All right. Good to go? Captain's right outside.
You are a sergeant, apparently. Turn off the lamp.
How could you get all that way?
Not
and
sure what the interaction with
look,
the actual...
The toilet's right fucking there, Private. Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
Get your shit together. We all got combat jitters. All of us. You hear? Yes, sir. If Colonel Gray comes in here, slips in that neon pink puke of yours, so help me God.
Oh, it's a nice touch.
Crater up the runway.
All right, so that's the barracks. This is all the barracks. There's actually rooms on the other side, too, but we're going to come over here and report in.
Sergeant, just the man. I'm going to need you up and down the island doing training. Best you start down the shooting range. Go see Sergeant Bell. He's in the jeep over by the gate. He'll tag along and give you directions. Dismissed. Anyway, yes, defenses.
I don't think you can salute, so at least I haven't figured out how to. All right. This is a platoon getting ready to go.
As you well know, gentlemen, we've been riding on the coattails of surprise.
RTO.
That is a luxury we
Regular
no
foot
longer
soldier.
have. Our special
foot soldier.
expeditionary force,
I don't know
boosted
what
by
he's
TRADOC
got in there.
personnel
It
and
looks like
support
it might
staff,
be,
have worked wonders.
Might
But
be
we
an
are not
RPG.
Task Force Malden, and we cannot hold out here indefinitely. Now, to get back to your question, Staff Sergeant. Our mission is to delay the enemy.
Some of these guys
every
got a really
day,
low-
every
low
hour,
loadout.
every minute is a victory. Second Fleet are en route. and
Normally
when
you'd
they
have a
get here,
Kevlar and you'd have a
we're gonna
ruck.
get
This
ourselves
guy
a little
looks like
payback.
Special Forces or
Concerning what
something.
you said, Private, I can only say this.
Got a sniper rifle,
Operation
so I'm assuming,
Brightwork has
yeah,
gone to
sniper.
plan. The airbase is in our hands, and local FIA guerrilla cells are, for now, playing nice.
All right.
Yo, you the guy the captain sent for? Start her up. You don't want to be around HQ too long. Colonel Gray's on the fucking warpath.
All right. Is it hold R or just tap R?
Okay, through
There
the
it
main gate.
Just
Let's
turn up the
roll.
sound a little bit.
At the crossroads, cut straight across along the dirt road. Watch out for potholes and you know, mines and shit. I ain't even kidding. This island, it's a fucking death trap.
A lot of adult language in here. So,
Okay,
yeah,
watch
I'll
it.
make sure I
Bit of a sharp turn ahead.
make sure it's not for kids. Driving, I was terrible in GTA.
Almost there. The range is
terrible
just
here.
beyond the next turn. This is
We're
all
going to a
part of the
training
Soviets' military zone. Colonel Gray wants us to really dig in our heels here. Fuck knows how long for, though. I heard Second Fleet could be 4, 5 days away. That's almost a week, man. Okay, pull up to that parking shed there. Then go see the instructor. Shoot some targets.
All right, let's handbrake.
I'll hang here. I've done my share of shooting this week. I'm tapped out.
All right, we have an obstacle course.
All right, welcome to the O course, Sergeant. Step on up to the mark over there.
Step right up. Step right up.
Okay, you good? Fast as you can. Do the course. Ready, set, go. Move it, Sergeant. Over the beam. Ballerina time. Let's go, go.
Razor wire. Down. Hit the dirt. Crawl it. Crawl it. Over the vault. I haven't seen you. You're inside. Through the window. Move. Get some cover. Do the flagpole. And back. Back. Down the four lanes. Climb the wall. There you go. Up and over. One more. Now, platform. Up the ladder. Fuck me. You call that climbing? And down. Ladder. Other side. Don't you fucking fall, Sergeant.
That's it. All right. Bring it back here. So, good news is, no one else saw that shit show. Bad news is, I did. And you waddling around and going fuck about on my course is now seared permanently into my brain. I can only hope your shooting's better than whatever that
Anybody
was.
notice his eyes?
Anyway,
That's kind of
you wanna go
scary
again?
looking.
Be my guest. Otherwise,
Not
I'm
really
sure
looking at
you
you
got
either.
shit to do before our Russian friends arrive.
Look at that. He's got one eyeball that's doing something really weird. It's kind of freaky. Crazy Eyes. That's Captain Crazy Eyes, yeah. Alright. Kind of funny. This signboard, you can actually interact with it and it'll take you to different places.
How are you doing, Sergeant? This here's the shoot. Pick up the 16 off the table.
Alright.
And because right now, what you got there is about as useless as a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, I'd grab some mags from the ammunition box.
Alright, let's grab a couple mags, because, yeah, mags are good. It's an M249 belt. Let's see if we can steal that, too. I think we can. I'm going to grab more ammo, as much as I can get my hands on. That's all it's going to let me take. Alright, well.
Okay, that rifle you're toting deserves your love and respect. Keep your booger picker off the trigger and approach the firing line. Let's see what you got. I'm popping 5 targets. I want to hear 5 shots.
So,
Aim down the iron sights and knock them dead. Go.
this is like hip firing, but there's no reticle. I'm not sure if you can set that up or not. But if you right-click tap your right button and listen to that, that is exactly what an M16 sounds like.
Nice shooting. Try again. Only this time, fire from a kneeling position.
All right, how do I kneel? I forget. X. It's X. All right.
Next, take out the same 5 targets lying down in a prone position.
All right. Prone is Z.
Lordy, lordy, who shot Shorty? Okay, on your feet, Sergeant. Let's do this one more time. Position yourself behind the wall and lean out while firing.
All right, so if you're going to be behind the wall, it's E and Q. But you got to be just right.
All right, let's move on to the heavy stuff. Grab the squad automatic weapon from the bench.
Oh, squad automatic. That's the M249. Or the SAW is what they call it.
She's something, ain't she? Rest her on the table at the firing line and unfold the bipod.
All right, so you deploy the bipod. I can't. Yeah, there it is. All right, then we're gonna rest it on here. I'm gonna hit C.
Okay, you ready? Have at it.
All right, down the range. Pow. Sounds just like it.
Yeah! This ain't your first rodeo now, is it? How about we up the ante here? Mount the 50 cal in the next lane over.
All right, so
Target's up. Let her rip. Okay, Sergeant. I reckon that about does it. Let's save some rounds for the Rooskies.
all right. I think I'm crouching still. There we go. All right. So that course is done. Now, if you've listened to that, those are very accurate. Every single sound. All right. Now, this is as far as I got last time. Let's see. Transport request. Where do we want to go? We want to go F. All right. Where are we at currently on the map? I think this is us. This is a firing course. Long distance firing. I'm not sure what this is. What is this? Oh, so this is the same course. Okay. Which we've already done. So no sniper training here. Alright. Come back over here, interact with this. First aid, land navigation, combat engineering, special weapons, vehicle maintenance. Alright, right click and hold moves the map, left click selects. Let's do first aid next.
I take it you're here for training. First Aid 101? Not much time to get into it all, but we'll get you some pointers. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Move to the crash site, just in front of me. Our volunteer victim needs medical attention, so pull him from the driver's side.
Oops.
Sarge, you know we ain't doing mouth-to-mouth and shit, right?
Knock it off, Private. You've got DNR written all over you. Sergeant, as our casualty is clearly still breathing, please assess his injuries. Okay, now, let's imagine what we got here. Our wounds to the leg and chest. For argument's sake, we'll pretend the femoral artery's been nicked. So let's get a tourniquet on it. If you don't have one to hand, there's plenty on the table here.
Alright, so which table is this? Is it this one? I don't see any damn table with stuff on it. Well, I guess. So 7. Okay. Left Alt.
Great.
Alright, so
That should prevent hemorrhagic shock and death from blood loss. Next, get a bandage on the chest. Again, if you're out, you'll find what you need on the table beside me.
Alright, what's this say? This says 6. Of course, I'm not bandaging his chest. At this point, I think I just bandaged his penis.
That's it. And while you're at it, remove the tourniquet. Try bandaging the leg as well.
No funny stuff, okay?
Yeah, well, sorry. So left Alt. Alright. So it doesn't say what I'm supposed to do now. This is kind of funky. It barely works. Oh, there we go.
So far, so good. Our casualties stable. Grab some saline solution and administer it intravenously.
Intro what? No way, fuck that.
Or rather, just go through the motions for me.
I don't see any saline. Should be an IV bag, basically. I don't see any saline. Oh, let's grab it. How do I equip it? There we go.
By introducing saline, that is, a mixture of salt and water, we increase blood volume. Okay, finally, we've got to consider pain management and morphine.
You could give me the real deal, Sarge.
I'll give you the real deal, Private. I'll put the spit shine on your casualty act. Capiche? All right. Take a morphine injector and demonstrate how you'd use it.
All right, 8.
Right. Just like that. Excellent.
Okay. Well, that's not so bad. Well, I didn't see. Would have been nice to get a couple more things here while I'm here. I don't know if any of the stuff I grab here I can take with me into the actual server or what. Ooh. Guess I can grab as many of these as I want. That's good enough. Alright, what's this? Tourniquets, yeah, can always use more of those. It's interesting because they have a full-fledged. If your guy or one of your friends gets injured, you can actually treat him. That's something new. All right, let's grab a couple bandages because we're probably gonna need them. All right, we got 5 of those. All right. All right, let's go to the next thing. Alright, where am I? This first aid, land navigation, combat engineering. Let's go here next. Special weapons. I like special. Well, there's nothing in here. What's... Okay.
You here for the special weapons training? Okay then, listen up. Today we're dealing with 2 basic munition types. Anti-personal and anti-armor. Handle them properly, and we'll have no problems. Handle them improperly, and I guarantee I'll be scraping you up and sending you home in a coffee can. Got it? Good. Consider that your safety brief. Let's start simple. Hand grenades. Take some from the ammunition box here and move up to the grenade pit. Fragmentation grenades, such as the M67, are perfect for clearing buildings and fortified positions. They're also great against multiple combatants who clearly don't give a flying fuck about dispersal. Pull the pin and throw the grenade over the sandbag wall at the targets.
Doesn't matter where. Guess it doesn't matter. Is there a marker where I'm supposed to stand, maybe? Not really. Alright, well.
Right on the money. Next, let's get you acquainted with underbarrel grenade launchers. Grab the carbine here. You'll see there's an M203 already attached.
Okay,
Also remember,
oh,
different
shit.
weapon, different trigger.
Alright.
Obviously, you can shoot grenades much farther than you can throw them. Have another look-see in the munition box. And load up on the 40mm rounds. Remember to load one.
Alright, ammunition. Those are high explosive, and those are the 40mm frags, I think. Let's grab 2 of each. That way if we miss.
Now, have a go hitting targets at long range.
Alright, we're aiming down the sights. No idea how many meters that is away, so we're just gonna go ahead and we'll guess about 1.
There it is. Okay, hotshot. I think you're ready for the fun stuff. In front of me is the M72 light anti-tank weapon, or LAW for short. Come on over and pick it up.
How do you switch between? I don't. What am I doing? see. Okay.
Now, the thing about that launcher, it's a one-shot, disposable weapon. If you miss, well, that's your lot. Zero it in for 50 meters and take out one of the big wooden targets.
Okay. Zero it in for 50 meters. How are you supposed to know what the...
Shit on it. Okay. Okay, never mind. Drop the tube and take another.
Okay. Tab and X. Well, how do I take another one? There isn't one here. There we go. Alright, let's try it again. The hell is this? Shit, that doesn't work. I need this one.
Nicely done. Bring it in, Sergeant. Let's try something different. The Russians very kindly left us their RPGs. Take one and a couple of rockets. There's backpacks too, in case you want to carry extra.
Alright, RPGs. Take 2 rockets from the crate. Alright.
That shoulder-launched, rocket-propelled grenade launcher is a classic. Although it packs less of a punch than the Law, it's cheap, reliable, and reloadable. Aim at the second wooden vehicle target and do some damage.
Jesus.
Again, very nicely done. Together with the RPGs and rockets, we also got our hands on a banged-up APC. Fire a few rockets, put it out its misery. And note, there's a weak spot. If you aim at the rear, you can disable the engine. Yeah, that'll do it all right. Ditch the launcher and help yourself to some M34 satchel charges. They're in the shack. Make sure you have a detonator too.
Okay. We're at the shack. What shack? Oh, there we go. I guess that's the shack. Let's grab that. All right. What is that? Take 3 demolition blocks. Oops.
It's a miracle you're still alive, Sergeant. Do me a favor, though, okay?
Whoops.
Keep your head in the game.
I might have blown myself up. I'm not so great with explosives. Hopefully there's like a signpost or something.
Yo, you the guy the captain sent for?
Wow. There's got to be a signpost. There it is. Let's go back and see if we can get this done. That was messed up. Alright. That it is. There's a shack. Now there's nothing. Wow, it reset me completely. I don't want to do this all over again.
You here for the special weapons training? Okay then, listen up.
Oh,
Today
crazy
we're
eyes.
dealing with two basic munition types. Anti-personal and anti-armor. Handle them properly, and we'll have no problems. Handle them improperly, and I guarantee I'll be scraping you up and sending you home in a coffee can. Got it? Good. Consider that your safety brief. Let's start simple. Hand grenades. Take some from the ammunition box here and move up to the grenade pit.
All right, so we're not doing that right now because, yeah, that's its own. I have to figure that out later. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of training here. I'm going to go through this again at some point. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what I was doing. The satchel charge, I guess. I don't recall. I mean, we had claymores, but a satchel charge, we didn't really have those. At least not when I was in the infantry. So at least never had to deal with them. So I don't know what's up with that, but I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. But it's just a brief preview of it. I like the sounds of the stuff that I've heard so far because it's all extremely accurate to what it really sounds like. I've only ever fired a tow missile. The RPGs, I mean, those are pretty straightforward, but I've heard them being fired. The M203 I've definitely fired. So, I mean, that's all basic infantry stuff. So, not too out of the realm of believability. Satchel charges, I mean, I guess when you're, depending on what your role is, I mean, I was always the RTO and the 203, and then I got rotated to the SAW, squad automatic weapon. But those were basically my roles. So, I don't know. It's different for every platoon. You know, you might get into a battalion and you could be in reconnaissance. When we went to Ranger School, that was one of the things when you get out. You usually get attached to like the Ranger company, you know, the local one, to your location. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just get the qualification and then, you know, you've got that training. For me, I wasn't attached. I got my tab and then I immediately went back to my unit and basically served there and then went into the cadre, became a drill instructor. So things have changed a lot since then. But, yeah. For the most part, though, it's pretty cool. I don't know if they've got an air assault or an airborne school in this game. That'd be kind of cool if they did. That would be fun. Combat medic school. I mean, I guess that's what that was almost like first responder training, you know, tourniquets and, you know, transporting and carrying. All that stuff is stuff that you'll learn in the military. So, I mean, it was okay. Not as accurate or detailed as it could be, but at the same time, nobody wants to spend, you know, 45 minutes getting instruction on how to properly do a compression bandage and tourniquet and how to transport, you know, a wounded soldier and how to actually put in an intravenous, you know, saline bag and all that. Nobody wants to really do that. So, yeah, I like it so far. The only thing that's bugging me about it, the sounds are great, the tracer rounds are great, the weapons are great, but man, Miss Bug Eyes over here, this guy is freaking me out, man. Just like he's like, the dude you find when you go to like a McDonald's and you're sitting there trying to order and he looks up at you and you're like, holy crap. No, it's the burger on the left, not the one on the right. But yeah, it's pretty cool though. I mean, I like the firing ranges. I last night, after I got it installed, I did put up a server just because I wanted to really kind of just take a look at it. So let's go ahead and... No, apparently we can save, but saving did nothing for me last time. I didn't get to continue on from where I left off. But if you come over here, let me see here. Do I have a favorite? No servers found. Okay, so let's do all, and we'll just do a quick little check here. See if it's even still up. There it is. It doesn't show up in the list for whatever reason, though. That's just weird. But we do have one. It is here. It's passworded at the moment. I'll take the password off eventually, but I wasn't sure how we were going to handle that, if we had anybody else in our group that actually plays this or not. So I haven't decided yet. Making it a public server seems like it could be okay, but one of the things about Arma Reforger is that solo play on this is almost impossible. I mean, you can run around and shoot people and do what, because there's AI and all that, right? But it's really meant to be played as a communal team, a team exercise. So you're going to be talking to each other and all that, and coordinating your combat, bringing in like a platoon from over here of 5 guys and having them do recon, then having an infantry team come in from the other side or from whatever. It's going to be strategic. So, but I haven't played on the actual open servers yet. I plan on probably trying that at some point. But right now I'm just having fun with the range in the tutorials. So, but yeah, so far I'm really liking it. I mean, short of the buggy-eyed thing, that's a little creepy, but I like the interactions. I like the reality of the harsh language and the military atmosphere. It smells and feels like like the military. You've got the barracks. You've got just all kinds of stuff that kind of adds to it. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it so far. But anyways, I hope this video helps. I'm going to go ahead and upload this to YouTube. I'll send a link to Walker who wants to see it. And then we'll go from there. This is Rio, and I'm signing off.